All right, we are fucking back. Well, not for back. This is fucking leg day. Day 105. I'm like 90% sure that's right. Legs. So the weight, I tell you what, guys, I have been fucked up. I've been stuck at 250 because I just can't. I'm not eating enough food. Like, there's no other problem. I'm literally just not eating enough food. It's fucked. So, I don't know, man. 260, bro. It's starting to sound a little crazy, but whatever. I gotta get back on it. I know I've been getting boxes of donuts. Just honestly, I think you're gonna be disappointed when you see the full day meeting. Just at the quality of my food. Oh my god. But whatever. I won't go into any further detail, purely to build up hype for that. So legs. Keep it moderately simple. So again, I always start off with hamstrings, just because I can do quads. I can go crazy hard on quads after a hamstring workout. No problem, right? But after quads, like squats and leg press and leg extension, by the time I'm done with quads, I'm pretty fucking exhausted. So I can guarantee my hamstring workout would be compromised. You know, I almost consider it like, it's like if you did biceps before chest. You'd probably still bench a pretty similar amount of weight, right? Because your biceps don't really have much to do with pressing. You could probably argue this about the biomechanics of your fucking posterior chain or whatever, but I mean, you're gonna fucking see me do a whole ass hamstring workout, heavy as fuck, and then squat crazy heavy right after. You know, as far as I can tell, it doesn't really hinder you. So I've heard a pretty good amount of other people follow this style as well. I mean, if you're doing a straight up leg day, you know, even amount of quads and hamstrings, it just makes sense. So hamstrings, ton of hamstring curls. Seated, maybe I'll do some standing variations. Maybe I'll throw in maybe I'll throw in some RDLs. I'm not really a massive RDL fan. I know they're good. But maybe I'll throw some. I don't know. Quads. I think I haven't been warming up enough before squats. Like, some days the squats will feel heavier than the other lift, and I think it's because I need to get a little bit more warming up done on the leg extension. So that's one thing I'm going to change today. Instead of just doing like maybe a few light sets on the leg extension before squats, I'll actually, you know, maybe sit on the leg extension for like 10 minutes to get to get some blood in the area before I really start to tear them down. But again, the warm-up sets are not sets, right? In my mind, you want to get warm, like, you know, get prepared to handle your, you know, your heavy weight. Like, let's say you're about to bench. I want you to do a plate for a few reps, feel good, maybe move your shoulders around the cables, do some tricep activations. Then, you know, throw in your 2 plates. I'm sure if you're one of my viewers, your working sets for bench is going to be 3 plates, of course. So, you know, 1 plate, a couple of reps, 2 plates, a couple of reps. Make sure you feel good, feel comfortable. And then you just jump right into that heavy set. I'm not saying don't warm up at all, of course. But if you do a bunch of sets working up to an actual intense set, then how hard could you have been going on those first ones, you know? That's just how I feel about it. So I'm gonna slam this pre, and then we can get in there. It's only it's 8 o'clock, so it shouldn't be too busy. Okay. I forgot to do it. Well, I didn't even think about it. But there was a comment that I'm sure the guy who asked this is going to recognize it if he watches the video. But the guy said he wanted to see a pump comparison, like pose with no pump and then pose with the pump to see just how much it changes. And that's a fucking good idea. Because, yeah, the pump definitely inflates your look. Even if not just the size of your muscles. Like when you're fully pumped and you've got pre-workout, yeah, you're going to be veinier. You know, you'll just look fucking freakier. So, I'm feeling moderately freaky right now. Honestly, it could be freakier if I actually fucking ate my food like I'm supposed to. My legs would be even bigger than this. But I'm pretty proud of that workout. Ugh, definitely went hard. Let's see, how does it look? Not too shabby, I say. Really fucking blue today. Very blue in a physical sense. But yeah, I mean, quads pumped, hamstrings pumped. Ooh, yeah, it's tight. I've been more pumped than this before, but this is well within the range of satisfaction. So I'm gonna finish off calves, and then we can get in the car and discuss something else, which you, well, actually, you do kind of have a say. You know, people comment enough shit. I'll read it, and then I can, you can give me ideas for the car talk. So let's get out of here. Oh. I must be sick. I don't feel sick, but I must be sick with something, some kind of nasal infection. I've basically like concluded it can't be allergies because it has been raining so much that there's no way there's pollen in the air. Plus it's so cold. So yeah, I got some kind of something going on. But leg day was not hindered by whatever's going on with that. That was a good ass leg day. So let's just slam this dextrose shake. Somebody was asking about the ingredients. 50 grams of dextrose and a scoop of your protein of choice. The protein is whatever. It's just, you know, for more protein in my day. But the really important part is the dextrose. Because you just did a workout, you have just burned energy, and your body's primary, fastest, high-octane source of fuel is carbs, right? So if you just burned energy and you want to recover, you want the fastest digesting carb you can get your hands on, which is dextrose. It's going straight from my belly to my muscles. If you're interested in overcomplicating it more than that, look up the science of dextrose post-workout. Let's slam this shit. Oh, gross. It's very sweet. This is sugar. It's fucking sugar, goddammit. So let's get out of here. Actually, let's get some chapstick going. That feels better. So let's talk about your mindset in the gym again. I was just talking about this pretty recently, probably within the last week, but I think it warrants discussion. If you are a lifter, okay, holy shit, dude, I'm totally fucked with this cough. If you're a hardcore lifter, then holy fuck, guy on a bike just yelled something. If you're a hardcore lifter, then you want a productive lift every time that you go to the gym, right? Now, if you're lifting for exercise, which everyone should be doing, like if you are if you just go to the gym every day, or not even every day, but whatever, as frequently as you want, go in, you just throw some weights around, you do exercises, that is fucking good for you. That is good for the layman, I tell you what. But if you want to actually make progress, then every lift, you want to try to optimize as much as fucking possible, right? Now, what that's gonna entail is getting some good sleep the night before, making sure you're eating to accommodate your goals, either eating in a surplus for a bulk, or putting the fork down and tracking your calories for a cut. Then you want to be hydrated. Make sure you got some electrolytes floating around in your system. You take your pre-workout, and when you're in the gym, you want to be focused on the gym. What I would describe as the perfect lift is the one where in your mind it's just effortless, right? It's a little bit harder for me now because I'm sitting here, I gotta record, I gotta talk about stuff, or I know I don't have to, you know what I'm saying? I've got a little bit of a distraction when I lift. But ideally, you go into the gym, you got your music playing, you don't really play on your phone at all, and you just go hard. You hit your sets, you don't feel like you're watching the clock, like, oh man, I got another hour left of this lift. Oh, like, just be motivated, you're excited, you're just in the zone, right? Not every lift is going to be like that. And if you're not in the zone every lift, you're still going to make progress. But that's the ideal state, right? Now, what can fuck that up is just shit with your life. If you're you got a whole life to live outside the gym, and it's usually not going to do you too much good to let those those trials and tribulations that you're dealing with invade your mind while you're lifting. It's not gonna be ideal, like, let's say you got some girl trouble going on that's fucking eating at you. If you've been there, you know what I'm referencing. If you're thinking about that in the gym, I don't know. It's just kind of a fucked up situation. Like, the worst thing you could do is have a bad lift. Like, oh man, I feel like shit. Whatever. Like, not going hard at all, right? Second best thing you can do, translate it into motivation. Oh, you know what? All right, well, whatever. And then you hit your set. Like, that's your thoughts before you slam the leg extension or squats or whatever else. But, ideally, you'd be a little bit stoic. Like, all right, let's think about this later. Let's just focus on the lift. That's my thoughts about that matter, Because when you're in the gym, I mean, it can, like, that can feel good. You can have a good lift if you've got a lot of emotional energy that you're trying to release, but I don't really get behind the idea of, using the gym as a coping mechanism for, stuff outside your life. Now, it's still kind of like a safe place in that sense, like, that's where you go, you got your own stuff going on, you're doing something productive, and you're being active. Anything that fits those two criteria is probably going to be good for you. Your mind, mental acuity wise, but it just gets too negative. Like, you shouldn't want to do this to get back at someone, or like to just because you're mad at something, or you're just, I don't know. That's up to you though. I mean, if you got some shit going on, like I said, second best scenario, translate it into motivation. And best case scenario, you've already got enough intrinsic motivation to lift that you can just sort of put that aside and then kill it in the gym. So, fuck. I need some lozenges, I tell you what. But I'm probably gonna get some fucking McDonald's. I have more schoolwork. Man, that sucks. I'm sure you guys are dealing with that as well. All you 16 to 24-year-old males, my primary demographic. But whatever. Gotta grind through it. So, McDonald's, home, vitamins, shower, and I am gonna pass out like a rock. So I will see you next time. And don't think that I'm not judging you for not doing your cardio. Look, we're having a one-on-one right now. Me and you. Yeah, you didn't do your cardio. What the fuck? It's good for you. I swear to God, it's fucking good for you. I'll see you next time for real. Later.